13 kilos, 5 kilos, 4 kilos respectively. These were people that were arrested some weeks ago by the NDA operatives upon receiving reliable information from, of course, concerned citizens.
The cannabis sativa trade continues to gain prominence amongst a trillion adult market that continually attracted cross-border trade despite government's effort to make the Gambia a drug-free state.
NDA also engaged in sensitization. The public, of course, have been sensitized. We engage the communities, we engage schools, and yet still people are adamant and people still engage themselves in the traffic. We don't know why, but definitely we will continue to maintain our stance. We urge the general public to comply with us. We are not after anybody. This is the Gambia that belongs to all of us.
Prosecution of the accused person are expected to follow suit with their charges ranging from
drug trafficking, like trafficking of drugs, which is contrary to Section 43 of the Drug Control Act, which is a mandatory jail term of 10 years plus 1 million in default another 5 years. And then some will also be charged for possession because their quantity is less than 2 kilos. And in fact, some of them are already put before the court, and then the prosecution will prove its case. They are alleged of being involved in drug trafficking, so we will go and prove our case beyond all reasonable doubt.
Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
The reappointment of Honorable Babugay Sonko as the APRC National Youth Mobilizer was celebrated at a ceremony held at the ruling party's bureau in Kanifing South. The event, as we hear in this report by Uminjai, brought together youths and other government dignitaries.
Babugay Sonko is on the second spell as APRC's National Youth Mobilizer. His reappointment has received support from the party's faithfuls.
I am very honored in the sense that the momentum of the APRC in 2011-2012 built up to the presidential elections and after the presidential elections to the National Assembly elections. At the time, we had a very vibrant and formidable National Youth Coordinating Committee which was set up by Honorable Babugay Sonko at the time, in order to consolidate all the young people under the APRC banner and also to get in the youths who are outside politics and also those youths who are not under the APRC, to get them, to all of us, to appreciate and continue to push the objectives and the dreams of His Excellency the President and our great party, that is the APRC.
The nominated National Assembly member has been an active face in the party's drive to re-inject greater participation of youths in national development. His reappointment to the position of APRC National Youth Mobilizer is set to provide him with the chance to embark on that initiative.
I think he will contribute immensely to the social development of this country, the party, and the youths. I'm very confident about his coming, that this is not his first time. He was then the National Youth Mobilizer before he was made National Assembly member. And again, he's back, and I think we can work together. He's somebody that I believe I can work with. I know there will be a little change and a lot of work that is to happen to the youth. Let them prepare that we are going to work.
Youth, together with dignitaries, gathered at the APRC Political Bureau to celebrate the reappointment of Gay. Despite the joyful mood that dominated the celebrations, a number of party figures took time to advise the new APRC National Youth Mobilizer.
Babu is a person who likes people. He doesn't tolerate any person. He loves everybody, be it youths, men, women, children. Babu loves everybody. I know an occasion like this or 2 days like this must happen to Babugay Sonko, because he's the one who likes to accommodate everybody. He's open his arm for everybody. He loves the party. He loves President Jammeh.
What the president needs is to bring the youths together and to be together with the youths and look at his vision for this country. That's what the president is saying.
Most of his youth counterparts held him for the new position, while urging him to adhere to his duties to the letter.
The most important thing for now, particularly the young people of this country, the young people of the APRC, for us to uphold the core value of the APRC, the principle and the objective, and also to uphold the ideology of His Excellency the President, who is the party leader and the chairman. What happens here today, definitely, they caught me by surprise for the fact that youths come out in their number to show their solidarity and their love. That gives me a lot of challenges, because as you all know, it's a position of responsibility. And I am challenged, and with God's power, I have hope with their collaboration and support, I will lift the expectation. And as I said, this position is entrusted to me as an individual, but it belongs to the entire youth of APRC, or the entire youth of the Gambia, for the fact that I cannot do it alone. I need all hands on deck, and I equally give them the leading role as young people. I'll be behind them, let them guide me, let them protect me, let them give me the support for the interest of the leadership, the party and the country as a whole.
The installation ceremony was accompanied by melodious sounds of drums. Uminjai, GRTS.
The report by Uminjai takes us to our first break. Welcome back. There has been a breakthrough in the crisis in Ukraine. The government has agreed to sign a peace accord with the opposition to prevent the violence from engulfing the entire country. As we hear in this report, President Yanukovych has agreed to hold early elections and transfer power through the parliament.
The situation in Ukraine may have reached a turning point. After an all-night meeting with European foreign ministers and Russian representatives, Ukraine's President Viktor Yanukovych announced this morning that a settlement had been reached with the opposition.
The President has initiated early presidential elections, a return to the 2004 constitution which will redistribute power in favor of the parliamentary republic. He will also begin the process of forming a government of national unity.
But protesters in Kiev's Independence Square say they don't trust him. We shouldn't negotiate with Yanukovych. He is doing this to protect himself. He's talking again to European leaders, but the Ukrainian people want only one thing: his resignation. He has effectively declared war on this country. He won't respect the agreement. I have no confidence in what he says. That's why we have to keep up the pressure every day so that he respects this agreement. Support for President Yanukovych is eroding. Since Tuesday, at least 75 people have died in clashes between anti-government protesters and police. The army's second-in-command has resigned, and the mayor of Kiev has quit the ruling party. Hundreds of government opponents are heading to the capital to support the protesters. On Friday, members of parliament came to blows after the speaker tried to adjourn a session on the constitutional changes. Even if the agreement is respected, many doubt it will have the desired effect. Opposition leaders admitted this week that they were unable to control certain groups protesting in Independence Square.
Violent clashes continue in the Venezuelan capital, Caracas, as protesters vent their anger over the arrest of Leopoldo Lopez. The opposition leader is accused of inciting violence in the country by President Nicolas Maduro. CNN's Carl Penhall reports the president said the protests are part of a conspiracy to overthrow his government.
Protesters carry daisies as a sign of peace. Yet over the last 2 weeks, anti-government demos have turned deadly.
We need help. That is the most important that we need in this moment. We need hope.
On lampposts, stencils of fellow opposition students killed in clashes with pro-government supporters